Pezza, I just wanted non-stop wins. Non-stop wins. And now, England are favourites in the third test match. And I don't know what to do with my life now that Headingley means England win. I hate that. Do you hate that as well?
Yeah, like the rational part of my brain suggests that we should share the wins around. I've been doing various radio programs where it's been suggested that England needs to win to save Test cricket in the country. So if Australia wins this game, we're further going to be the villains in this pantomime war. So I understand that everyone should get a lick. Everyone should get a go. Like old Gil wanting a lick. But at the same time, I'm becoming accustomed to wins again. And I feel upset and hard done by when my team doesn't emerge victorious in every single battle, macro or micro. I know it's wrong.
Yeah.
I know that it's wrong.
Yeah.
And I will live with it. I will live. But yes, I agree. I have pain in my heart. I have foreboding. So I guess we're in lockstep emotionally, you and I.
Pezza, this morning I wanted Travis Head 180. I wanted Mitch Marsh 225, and Chris Woakes is good in England. I don't know what that means, but he's good in the England. I've seen him play out here, and he's not that good, but he's good in the England. What does that mean for me in my life?
I don't know. I don't know what it means for your life. I'll tell you what, he goes with a little wink and a nod. He looks very good in a pair of budgie smugglers.
Fuck me, yeah. Budgiesmuggler.com. Budgiesmuggler.com. Use the code Good Areas for free shipping at Budgiesmuggler.
Let me pick it up, he goes. Chris Woakes last night broke the game open. We only had 2.5 hours of cricket. Entertaining nonetheless, if you're a nonce neutral. Painful if you actually support the team. Or maybe you equate entertainment to pain, which is its own proclivity and own category that some might peruse on various occasions. England will finish the day needing 224 to win with 10 wickets in hand. So in those 2.5 hours, basically, Head and Marsh are at the crease. I'm looking at Twitter. I'm seeing Darren Lehman going, 350 ahead. That'd be a great result. I think we can get there. I'm like, 350? Have you seen? Have you seen our tail with fucking old Express fucking Geordie coming in going woohoo? I mean,
yeah.
Some say Cummins' bat's still coming down from the first innings. I mean, are we serious? 350? What fucking world is this? Well, like we're 2-0 up.
What are you talking about?
It's like we're 140 ahead with one recognised bat left. What are we talking about? Anyway, don't get me hopes. Anyway, I want to shout out Chris Woakes here. He goes because like credit where it's due, DUE to this man. Like with Woakes, like he's a very easy target. Like when it looks pedestrian, it's a fucking zebra crossing, And all of us Aussies climb all over it. Oh, this is fucking pump. Look at it. Yeah.
Abbey Road.
And that's not even fair. But like he prized this game open for England yesterday. Like I suspect it's going to be one of those contributions that will be overlooked by the media and the public at large. And that's for like weak PR branding reasons for the Woakes team. But it needs calling out. Like every other England bowler has some kind of Hollywood story to it. You got the the freakishly quick Geordie, who's also funny and a ripping bloke. You got the pantomime headband comic genius vibes guy. But Chris Woakes is just like an inoffensive first change bowler with wile and guile and craft in his home conditions. And he completely broke the game open. Like extra bounce to get Mitch Marsh, who was looking sumptuous again. Almost exactly the same delivery, this time to the left-hander to get Alex Harry. Nicked off as well, taking the bat as both batters were taking their bat away. And all of a sudden, Heady's trying to do it with the tail. We're going to get to Heady in a second, but I do want that to segue into crow's feet, if that's all right. Unless you want to praise Woakes. That's what you want to say?
Woakes is such a great cricketer. Like, if he's your guy, he is your guy.
Beautifully said.
Like he is haircuts, he is jaw structure, he is nice eyes, he's kind, he bats, he bowls, he catches, he is polite, he gives everything in your life that you need and want. He is Chris Woakes. He is no one's favourite player.
Not even his parents, you know. Nah, respect. I think respect.
It's so hard. It's so harsh. He's such a good player.
This is a compliment. Yeah, it's like cannot help but backhand him after prizing the game open for England. But like, what I like about Woakes, now we'll just keep rolling with it, is that like there's a safety and a familiarity to it. Like, what is an Ashes in England where we watch through our fucking fingers at 11 p.m., 1 a.m. at night, if not some English bloke at 131 Ks nipping it about problematically for us, you know, with who looks like he could work at a fucking at HSBC with a suitcase and a fucking nice little silver fox salt and pepper number going. Yeah, like that is the Ashes. I understand. Like I don't. Yeah,
boots.
nice set of boots. Tweed, whatever you want, you know. Like he stopped riding public transport a long time ago for status reasons, and that's the other thing about Chris Woakes. Stayed educated as well, didn't pay for his education, so there's an earthiness there to him as well in a great way. Even though he looks like he could be the fourth Earl of you know some shit, and like now the Ashes are like which English superstar is going to come off with some wild Brendan McCullum inspired shit? Like I don't get it, you know, and it's good. But now Woakes is like, he's just nibbling you out with a cherry that looks darker than it normally does because the conditions, you know, are good for them again. Yeah. But anyway, on you know, I spoke about salad before. Just a quick crow's feet, like the Alex Carey, Alistair Cook thing. You would have seen this with like 30 quid paying for a haircut stuff. Like now, people think my crow's feet's going to be like, oh, this is a disgrace because you know Alex Carey was justly accused and wrongly accused of this shit. It's not really that, you know. Like if you're not up with the story, I don't give a fuck. You know, Alistair Cook said that he didn't pay for a haircut or some shit. True story on the BBC. My crow's feet is sitting within it, which is. Like, it's not so much the story, which is whatever the fuck. Like, it's Alistair Cook. Like, the brand and the vibe of Alistair Cook, like, erroneously trying to create hype and friction. Like, in a series, it's like, you know, everyone else is having a crack, you know, like Ponting's done it first test, like, Doss has come in, hey, you know, JL's piled in, and like, like this thing with Bairstow's happened in the last test, and like Cooky's always looking good. Cooky's looking good today, but like Cooky's gone into the BBC and he's like, oh, I can grease the wheels of the tension, you know, but like the diplomatic tension between Australia.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
Like, I just need Cooky, just bat in your highlights. You know what I mean? Like just playing the V. Like, I don't need colour and zest around you, brother. You know what I mean? Like, did he feel pressure to come in and go like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, jack this up a couple of notches. True story, and just some fucking dumb shit. Like you're gonna say that? Like I don't care that Carey's wrongly accused of skimping on 30 squid or whatever. Like, I mean, it doesn't make sense. But and you know, Cook, like Alistair Cook. Who's a knight. I don't know what the fuck that even means now, but like he's got the sun picking it up and stuff. And then he's like, you know, like I'm gonna get the proles going here with this story about an Aussie, you know, cheating a barber out of some money. You know, like what the fuck are you doing, Cook? Mate, that's not you.
What the fuck is going on?
Just fucking bat, mate. You just in your highlights. Playing the V, be Cook. I want you to be Alistair Cook. Be the man walking down, you know, the main street of Sorrento, you know, on Christmas Eve with your wonderful partner, looking every inch the English gent. You know, be Cooky. It's not your game, brother. It's not. It ain't you, Cooky. That ain't you.
Mate.
I want Cooky to be Cooky. I want Cooky to be leaving balls on the inside. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want. I want him to be precise. I want him to have an unbelievable average compared to other opening bats who play in England. and just be Sir Alistair Cook. Don't fucking jump into the swivel chair at the BBC and start talking about barbers and fucking who's paying for haircuts and going, oh, yeah, true story. And then when he's asked about it, plays it down and goes like, oh, yeah, look, I may have said something the other day on a rainy day. You know, fuck off, Cooky. Come on, Cooky. I'm disappointed.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Cooky. Like, it's not about Kerry defending his honour or whatever. He'll be fine. It's just Cooky. Be Cooky. You know, like there's enough. Just be safe. Keep it safe, Cooky.
Cooky, Ryan Harris is buying fifth stump. Can you get that ball to square leg by inside edging it? Can you get it there? Can you get it there? Get one, other end. No dramas. Don't start a story by me like, I heard a rumour.
That ain't you, Cooky.
What are you talking about?
That ain't you. I say this out. It's you've got to be honest with the ones you love. That's what I'm saying. Fucking hell, Cooky. Like that's just for me. It's about as big a crow's feet as I've got. Like what, my Cooky? Oh, anyway, he's a good bat. He's a good bat.
Hey,
what a stick!
Hell of
what
a
stick!
Pezza. Travis Head is like he looks so bad against a short ball because he's like jumping. It's like inside the line, outside the line. Like he's there. He's fucking over here. And then he scores 77, like in a Ben Stokes-esque manner, I suppose. Yeah, it's fair enough. I've decided. And he like gets Australia up to the lead of 250, and it's like he's like kind of like slashing again, and he's like playing some hooks, and he's playing some cuts, and it's like, oh, I'm excited again. Like Travis Head, no moustache, obviously, but now Travis Head's my dad. Is that my thing?
Yeah, look, that's for you and your therapist to explore, I suppose. And I don't mean to therapy shame.
Sure.
Yeah, it was a bit like, oh, have we got a Stokes too? Not really, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's something, you know. He got us up. He played a couple of nice shots, but it sort of made me go like, it made me yearn for the raw fucking Cyclops Godzilla power of my real father, Ben Stokes. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah. No, I mean Australia needed it. Like I feel it's maybe 180 short, but anyway, Matthew short. Just a quick one, but right. Well batted. We needed it deluxe. Stark's wicket. Stark pops one up, and Harry Brook runs back from short leg to take a good catch, where there was a little bit of confusion between he and Johnny Bairstow as to who should take it. And I just want to, like, while we're here, sort of semi-crow's feet the focus from people on that being Bairstow's catch. Like, what if Brooks just out and out called it?
Right.
You know, like sometimes these things happen. Maybe Brooke just fucking wanted it, and he caught it, and like maybe it is Bairstow's catch, but Brooke got it, and like to my mind,
right,
by definition, that makes it a reasonable judgment, like from both of them. Like I think Bairstow is cooking himself enough without having to confect extra criticism. Like it's just a catch, but I just feel like there's a lot of nonsense out there of like, oh, that was actually Bairstow catch. He's very, very bad with the gloves. Like, just let him drop them, and then we can say that, which he has. Like, but he took the catch. Good judgment from both. Move on. It's just I'm policing the pylon there, the Nathan. So yeah, I just wanted to. It's like Brooke takes it. It's cricket, you know. It's imperfect. Sometimes a guy takes a catch, good catch. You know, Bairstow leaves it to him. Fucking fine. Yeah. Move on.
Pezza, guys want Bairstow to catch anything so badly that it's like, well, I saw him like change hands at one end of the over, and it was like, oh, what a great grab that was. Like, people are so desperate for any grab in any capacity for Bairstow. There's like, he's a great player, and Bairstow is a great player, but like, fucking cool your jets.
Oh,
man.
yeah, it's like people online are like
you know what I mean?
Oh, I note that Johnny Bairstow is a figure of derision at the moment, so I'm going to jump on every time there's an opportunity. You know?
Yeah. I've always been a Bairstow guy.
So Australia gets up to a lead of 250 or some shit. So I want to, for the third thing, just TGC-Viz.
Sure.
Like, you know, who wins. So he goes just to set it up. as you know, England finished the day 27 for none. So they've already, like fucking Pac-Man eating up pellets. They just bazballed their way to 27. So the 250 elite is gone now. It's 224. They ate it up like a fucking power pellet. And it's funny, isn't it? Because
right.
Tomorrow or today, whenever you're listening, watching this, whatever, it could be like a ticker tape day for Australia. It could be a red letter day. Like tomorrow could be. We will find out tomorrow if Australia has won the Ashes historically. It's just that I ain't feeling that at all.
Right.
I ain't feeling tomorrow's the day, and I really want to be wrong. And there's all this other shit being said, like, like England again had the bowling conditions, they got the toss, and then last night rain, clouds, swing, and then as soon as they changed innings, the sun came out and Australia couldn't swing it. You've got to accept that. That's the game. That's just cricket. It'll turn hopefully it turns around for Australia. Might not. That's just how that shit works. Get over it. So yeah, I'm failing to see it. There is a lot of rain around. Apparently, it's meant to be a good bowling day. My loins ain't feeling it, and I desperately want my loins to. My loins have been wrong before, and they'll be wrong again. But that's just where my loins are at. My loins
yeah. Pezza, 27 for none felt like 200 for none. Like it felt like we shake hands now. Now, of course, what's going to happen is in the nature of this series, it's going to be like 180 for 7, and the game's going to be in the air, and then one team will do something, and then that team will be the best team forever. So we have to factor that in. But if it rains, well, does that mean that my dad loves me? Something to think about.
I read this quote online. He goes, the first hour at Headingley is going to be critical tomorrow. I feel the wicket is playing absolutely fine, and if England bat sensibly and are positive in their approach, they will get there. They require discipline in their shot selection with a positive approach, and the total will be chased. Now, I just cannot fault the logic of that prose in any way. It is the last thing I want England to do. Now, that is the instruction of Sachin Tendulkar, who may have half a clue about how to do these things. And if England follows these instructions, they could get it, like 1 down or 2 down. What I'm asking for from England is just the baseball stuff. A bit more of that would be appreciated. Sort of do it in 30 overs, boys. Get Cavalier, get Maverick, really send a message to us. Entertain us with some, Maverick stroke play. I think that's kind of what Test cricket needs, and that. I think if England want to be true to, their ideology, they would do that. If they decide to get sensible and simply just positive all of a sudden, I don't think that's very moral. So if it could be more sort of walk down the wicket stuff and sort of hitting the ball where the fielders are, I really appreciate that. I don't think it's going to happen though.
Can England save Test cricket in one day tomorrow? Can they do that tomorrow for us and everyone, by losing and making it 3-0?
Hashtag Ask TGC. I just want to address this. He goes, this is from Neo Being Human. Neo Being Human says, and it's an edited question, isn't cringe a better word for crow's feet? Easier to say and feel while it bears similar facial twitches? Just asking. Hashtag Ask TGC. All right, Neo Being Human, do you want a job writing for this shit? Many hours of deliberation and brainstorming goes into the creation of new lingo on The Grade Cricketer. We don't particularly need sub-editors coming in saying, how can I help the boys be more economical with their words? I personally don't think what's given you crow's feet particularly rolls off the tongue, And yet, he goes, and yet somehow it has caught fire. I have noticed 1 or 2 people asking if it could be retired because it seems to be taking over the show like a plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to like run off the back of that now and say, ever since the crow's feet phenomenon has happened, like, and I prefer to think of it. I mean, it came right out of your beautiful brain, but like I prefer to think of it as something that always existed and you found it. You know what I mean? We've all been you've given words to the feelings that grade cricketers have had since the commencement of the tournament in 1862, and that was before moisturiser, so you can only imagine what the crow's feet was like there, and bushfire management. But but you know, it's like by extension. Also, the question is, what's the opposite of crow's feet? And there's been a few suggestions out there. Is it cucumbers over me eyes?
Sure.
Is it collagen? You know, night tightening cream. I actually have found the answer scientifically. The opposite of the agents that give you crow's feet is hyaluronic acid, which is another term that does not roll off the tongue. Hyaluronic acid, Hyaluronic. Hyaluronic acid, he goes, is a natural substance found in the fluids in the eyes and joints. It acts as a cushion and lubricant in the joints and other tissues. So just very delicately and sensitively, I'd like to put forward just a flow-on from what's given you crow's feet. What's given you hyaluronic acid? Just to annoy Neo being human, because I'm sure there are better words. But guys, I'm not saying it's going to work. I don't want it to take off like crow's feet, but I just want to talk about what's giving me hyaluronic acid. For me, it's things like Sam Jordan from Channel 9 interviewing a teenager on a Leeds terrace. You know, this is positivity. It's Mark Wood's press conferences and general disposition. That gives me hyaluronic acid around the eyes. It's Mark Butcher's commentary. That gives me hyaluronic acid. It's Canberra Raiders try celebrations. That's hyaluronic acid stuff for me. It's Travis Head's bat pathway. You know, that's hyaluronic acid. Other things that have given me hyaluronic acid before is, again, like Michael Atherton's fashion sensibilities and general style and carry presence. So, that's just my follow-up to Neo being human, looking to economize our words with more grabby sort of suggestions. I refuse it. It's what's giving you crow's feet and what's giving you hyaluronic acid 2% up to 5%. There's products that help you there.
Have also really enjoyed this past day. International captains in the comments telling Pat Cummins where he should have set his fields. Something to think about for Pat Cummins.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.